Hey everybody, I'm David.
I'm Lex.
And we are Breathe to Perform. Welcome back to our Moving Beyond Mask series.
In today's episode, we're going to talk about respiratory hygiene. And to understand a little bit about respiratory hygiene, we need to start with a couple data points as to why a normal nasal-only breath is different than a cough and is different than a sneeze. So a normal nasal-only breath is going to release about 50 respiratory droplets. A cough will release about 3,000 respiratory droplets at a speed of about 50 miles per hour. And a sneeze will release about 30,000 respiratory droplets at a speed of about 150 miles per hour.
Yeah, we think that respiratory hygiene is probably one of the biggest critical conversations that isn't happening because we can use this to navigate COVID-19. We can also use it to make COVID-19 a teachable moment that leaves us better prepared for any future respiratory virus or anything that we might encounter, as well as like a basic flu season. Right? The dynamics of airborne transmission don't change when we're looking at these different manifestations of the virus. So, as Lex pointed out, the difference between light nasal breathing and sneezing in an enclosed space is not a little bit different. It is an order of magnitude different. It's a lot different. Let's take an example of a couple students going back to school, traveling together in a car with the windows up, and someone breaks out with the sneezes. Right? I don't know that many students and many folks have that information that they need right now to navigate that with a little bit of agency and say, well, okay, I'm going to open up these windows at the very least. I'm going to take some type of action. What if we're in a small classroom, the ventilation isn't optimal, and somebody gets a case of the sneezes? Understanding how much it changes when we're breathing, coughing, sneezing, and how much utilizing things like light nasal breathing as our predominant means of respiration reduces or increases the likelihood of viral transmission.
Understanding this about respiratory hygiene will help keep you and the others around you safe during COVID and beyond.